Well, thank you to my friends, for letting me know that my audio was not on. So I'm going to give it to you back again. It's okay. What's in my mind is in my mind. I did a social experiment tonight. The mainstream. Raw talk with respect. So we're going to get some raw talk about what's going on tonight with not only voting, but the thought process with people, why they're thinking the way they are, why they're voting the way they are, and not to change their mind, but to give them some things to think about. And long past this election, how they would think or be thought about moving forward. So, I did a social experiment tonight with a friend of mine. Much love to him. Corporation. And I made a calculated thought process bet that if I had lost, I would have to say, go vote Trump 2020. Pause for effect. And then once the games were over and I had to do such because I lost, it was a great thing, because we live in a society where people don't always take the time to think. They're visceral. It's a really in-depth thing in your life, people, when you, and not to say that these people that said something negative or not to put them in the same category, but I will say this. In your lifetime, the people that you know that are there are the people that, when things are the worst that it could ever be, got you. They don't have to understand, but they got you. There is no template for them to say, I will or will not. It's not. Those people that you have in your life that are like that, don't you ever leave them. If you do, it's on you. That's real. I'm going to start a Venmo and a Cash App so you can send me money for all this knowledge I'm dropping on you, because it's real. And those people that are in your life, tell them you love them every single day and don't waste any time, because if you haven't done that, you already are. With that being said, I do know this. I had this sign up that said simply, vote Donald Trump. The feedback I got was all over the place. If you know me, it didn't affect me in that way. It just let me know what's going on with you. And if any friendship I had with you or association was so fragile that something I posted made you feel like you couldn't be that, we good, kid. I ain't mad at you at all. My mind's on a different level, and that's who I want to mess with. People that have that mind level. Because we are all fallible. And as much as we want to point that finger at somebody else, never want to do any self-introspect about our own things and what we do and pop the trunk on our gutter shit that we don't want to tell anybody about or anybody know except someone that we tell, and then if they get mad, they tell somebody else about. Man, stop the madness. You are no better than anybody else, neither am I. But you sure want to tell somebody they are. They're wrong. They can't understand. They could think their own way, man. That's them. Do you pay their bills? Do you pay their child support? Do you pay their income tax? Do you give them a job? Stop with you thinking that you control someone else and that you have some kind of say on their life. Now, if you're paying the bills, I hear you, kid. But if you're not, shut your mouth. We have so much to say, but what are we doing? Such language is divisive. And the truth is, the words you use, a lot of times, you don't even know what they mean. They sound great. They get your attention. What are they saying? The truth is, we all have worth. We do. That person that disagrees with you wholeheartedly and you just can't fathom why they believe the way that they do, you're very intelligent to understand that they are not in the place that they need to be, right? Do you say, lost cause, or do you just throw a few nuggets over there for let them to chew on every now and then? Because the truth is, people that like you like you. Be more confident. They tell you that. Why can't you believe it yourself? Even if you disagree. You're not a political dummy first. You're a human being first. Woman or man. There are things that you have to interact and go through because of where you're at in life, whether it be your socioeconomic, black, white, indigenous. The truth is, you know your plight. And the people that know your plight as well, even though they don't go through it, that are your friends, will understand that. Even if they disagree systematically, probably not the best word, not systematically. Even if they didn't agree with politically who you agreed with, which in essence is systematic. That's where I got that from. Don't give up on them. Educate them. Teach them. You know that partner, boy, girl, whomever, that you wanted to give up, but you didn't give up on them, and they were not where you thought they should be when you met them. Same thing. Humanity says, don't give up. Teach what you know. You're pretty damn smart. You're pretty damn sharp. And people tell you that. And when you do social experiments, sometimes you can reflect on that and say, it's a good lesson. Let me do some introspecting who I am and why I responded the way I did. Some will not, and that's okay. I don't give a damn. I'm just giving you some good stuff and telling you what's up. And I have the text messages and the emails and the social media to prove it. Now, truth is, where I live, I had a sign in my yard. Won't say who, but it was a sign, a political sign. And someone stole that sign. Just a normal, push it down in the yard, stole it. Well, my next sign was bigger, quite bigger. And I made it in none unknown terms that I hope someone steals my sign again. You will not silence me. Because I have something to say, and what I say makes sense to you. It resonates. I am no fool. Neither are you. You are not asleep. The problem is, you have other people around you that you care and respect, and you don't know how to navigate that without alienating them. You can't tell me you agree with what's going on. Not the people I know. but you don't know how to navigate the people that are around you that are impacting your life on some kind of form or fashion, how to communicate that with them. Some would say, be you. Easier said than done. Oh, I don't NFL or NBA or all those players have unions. We can go there, but we're not. The truth fact is, it's easy to be a armchair quarterback. An armchair quarterback can always throw those touchdowns until he's absolutely in the moment. A great thing that I think I heard. I didn't think I heard it. And it was from Mike Tyson. And he said something similar to the fact of everyone has a plan when they get in that ring until they get hit. That is 1,000% true. So people, my point to you is this. Be good to people. That shit's not hard. Even if you disagree, man, be good to people. You know, why are you so afraid to have a conversation that you disagree with and you have valid points to talk about? Why won't you talk about that? Why would you be upset and angry about that? We have to learn to communicate with people. Most people, have a relationship with someone. You have to communicate. You have to talk to them. What are you doing? Got to do it. Can't afford it. Can't not talk about it. And if you don't, what happens? That is 1,000% correct. It's gone. So, are you saying to me that you can go and get a job and do everything for this job, work all kind of hours, give your gung-ho, whatever, go to church 1-2 hours a week on Sunday and give your gung-ho, but you can't to the people that are your friends, and if they think differently than you do, they can't respect them the same way, and they've outlasted your jobs and the people that you went to church with. Don't like hearing that, do you? But that shit's real. Don't hide behind that cloak. You have a mind. It's called free will. And you make choices. Yeah, we need guidance every now and then. And whatever you may pray to, you do that. But then it becomes one thing. Free will. You choose. Choice. If it wasn't that and it was predestined, why do you feel so bad when you make the wrong one? I did that for a reason tonight, and I wasn't happy about it initially, but the thought process in my mind was, this is amazing, because now you see what people really think behind what they would say to you in your face. I know what I said about it. I thought it was kind of cool, to be honest with you. I will say this to my friend that did the exercise with me. I think what happened is I got about 17 comments. They got on the other side of that spectrum. Before I tell you, what do you think they got? How many comments you think they got? $90. So I got 15 comments. Some people were like, hey, are you out of your mind? What's going on with you? Nothing major. Seriously, nothing major. He got 90 comments. Fierce. Fierce. Fierce, fierce, fierce. So all the people that commented on my man's page, and you know who you are. Why? Why is it you against anybody? Why is it red, white, red, blue, black, Hispanic? Why is it anything if you're living in the same place, the same space? You're telling me we're not intelligent enough to know that we're in the same space. It would behoove us to be good to everybody. Inherently, we don't, because why? Sure, it comes from top down. It comes from your house. It comes from your friends. And the most important person that it comes from in all of this world is you. You have the power to make someone feel amazing all day, every day. You also have the power to tear someone down. You have the power to make someone the most successful person that they ever could imagine they could be. You also have the power to have someone have self-doubt in who they are, even if they believe otherwise. So it doesn't become about that person, to be quite honest with you. It becomes about you. You that know what I'm saying to you is real, and you understand that complexities of what I'm saying to you. When you consciously make a decision not to do that and utilize the power that you have with people, which filters down to others, you're a dog. You're a dog. You're so wrong, you're a dog. Because everyone doesn't have the capacity to do that. And when you know you do, and you don't utilize that, you're a dog. And you know what? I have a dog named Zoe, so that's really a disrespect to her. You're a piece of shit. Dogs are better than that. They're humane. They're loyal. You're a piece of shit. And when you have that wherewithal and capacity to understand and make a conscious decision to do what you do, you're a piece of shit. Take it for what it is. So, people that are with you will always be with you. People that won't will not be. Your trials and tribulations, men, women, will always let you know who's there and who will always be there with you. People will mistake themselves and they will misstep. Be sympathetic and empathetic even when they do, but be aware. It's always amazing and easy when you have someone on your team and things are amazing. When things are not amazing, long past me when they see this YouTube, when things are not amazing, when things are not okay, when things and everything seems to be against you, you will find the people that you will always have by you. Believe that. And if your mother and father didn't tell you that, I am telling you right now. Don't take my word for it. Let your experience tell you that. I love my friends. I love my family. I hear them even if I don't believe them sometimes, because I'm always right. With that being said, I just wanted to do this social experiment, and I want you to take the time to look at the Facebook and the things that you said, and what was your thought process when you said them and why. And that's based on the things you already know about. Or not. One picture, one statement changes your whole paradigm about someone. And that is crazy. Is that all it takes? Hey, 50, 21 questions? People, don't be that finicky. Don't be that flaky. 21 questions, 50 Cent. You need to listen to it. It's a rap song, white people. It's okay if you listen to it, but you need to listen to it. And don't listen to all the other stuff. Just listen to the words. I love my friends. I love how expansive and how different you are. I appreciate you all. And thank you for your feedback when you tell me, hey, great podcast, and this is what I want you to talk about. I appreciate that. You keep me even keel. I have some amazing friends. I don't talk to all the people that I interact with, but sometimes I get, here and there, and I hear you. I see you. I understand what you're saying, and even though I think I have it all figured out, I don't. I need your feedback. I appreciate your feedback. I love your feedback, even when I don't agree with it, which is most of the time. I want you all to have an amazing night, an amazing week, and do one thing, if nothing else, impact somebody's life tomorrow and the next day. It takes nothing for you to do that. And you all have the capacity to do that. Go vote. Whatever your affiliation is and what you believe in, go vote. Speak your mind. Men, women, always speak your mind. And I'm not just talking about voting. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about work. Speak your mind, but speak in a language where everyone understands. It's still getting your point across. You have something to say. People hear you. Don't lose that voice. But very important for you to pay attention really closely to what's going on around you in this particular time. Be safe. Wear your mask. Social distance. Take nothing for granted. I know that from this past weekend with my friend passing. Don't take it for granted. Don't wait for something to happen to you, a tragedy, for you to say, I understand. I'm telling you. I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you the cheat code. Hear me. You hear me. So this is The Mainstream. Please like, please subscribe. Love my peeps. I'm going to send you some information for you to join my other platforms as well as my Facebook and YouTube. I appreciate your feedback. Appreciate your emails. I appreciate your calls, your text messages. I'll do more, I promise. I get that all the time, and I will. But I need to hear what you have to say, and keep it coming. Thank you so much. Or I talk with respect. The Mainstream, we love you. Always.